Hello YouTube, and welcome to my channel. Here I am going to be making my best effort to document the restoration of a 1940 John Deere B. This B is for a fellow YouTuber and personal friend of mine, One Fast Dak, and I will admit, and I apologize in advance, this isn't going to start right as I get the tractor. I have made some pretty good headway on the tractor already, and again I apologize for just starting into documenting it with footage and step by step and everything, but I'm going to do this for One Fast Dak's followers, as they're aware of this project, as well as any fellow farmer or tractor enthusiast, and I'll try and give any tips and tricks along the way that I know, good or bad otherwise. Give them my best whirl, and at the end of the day we hope to have a fun running tractor again. So here we go. Okay, here is the tractor. As you can see, it's split in half and dismantled quite a bit. We can see there's no magneto at the moment. It was a Fairbanks Morse magneto, and it just went with One Fast Dak today to go and be rebuilt. He's gonna slowly poke away at it as he can. We got the engine here, and thank God I went into it, because we discovered just today that the collar that mates the oil pump drive shaft to the governor and actually spins it has gone away. It is no longer in one piece. I did find it. There is one half of it right there. But yeah, it would have ultimately turned to a catastrophic failure had we not gone this far into it and tried to start this tractor. Moving on, we got the clutch here. I did take it apart and we hit a little jackpot here. It has brand new discs. Like everything inside is brand new. Still got numbers on all the discs and everything inside. So it was a great score there. Nice to see someone was starting to work on this tractor. There was some paint work done to the front end, but not very good. It's gone now, and you'll see in a second. Moving along, that tire is no longer with us. It has moved on to greener pastures. This tractor has some sort of a mechanical power lift. Forgive me, John Deere folk, I don't know the proper term for it. I have all the pieces for it, but they're not going to go back on because it's not going to get used. We'll just leave that as a conversation piece. Of course, the early John Deere cast in the diff housing. The seat has had some issues. It's been welded up before. There is a crack. You can't see it right now because it's dusty, but the platform is in phenomenal shape. It's not rusted through anywhere or thin or trying to rust out anywhere, so that's a score. We got one good tire on this tractor that is brand new. Moving along, we'll come over here. As you can see, along with the drum there, I have wire wheeled the flywheel. It's ready for paint. We come in here, got to get a new cover for here because this doubles as the starter bracket, but here is the cover for the crankcase, and you can see the crank there. Moving along, I have the block here. I just pulled this today and spent about 20 minutes washing sludge and mouse nest and whatever else out of this block. It was incredibly gross. It is a lot better. I'm still going to wire wheel it and get it nice and clean to put back on the tractor. I did do a stone hone. It's not the best, but it's going to work. Time is obviously of the essence with this project, so it is what it is. We didn't have time to get pistons and get it bored and everything. This is a slant gauge B. It was only a couple year run. and this is a very unique front end. They did these on the A's as well, but the B's, I believe, are less common to be in slant gauge form. You can see where a light would be sticking through and illuminating the gauges at night too. So it's kind of a cool tractor for 1940, honestly. You can kind of see engine parts throughout. That's a work in progress that I've got to clean up and get it ready to rebuild. Here's the frame. It's obviously well on its way. I am pretty much done at this point with the frame. I've stripped all the rust off, stripped it to bare metal. Everything has been A stripped, B primered. I used a product called Slick Sand. It is fantastic. It builds like nothing else. I did one coat, guide coated the whole thing, sanded it, and then I went to town with body filler to fill in all the low spots. Sanded that all down, and I applied about 4 more coats of Slick Sand and guide coated that and sanded it, and as you can see, that front end is pretty straight, significantly better than the factory. The frame, I mainly just did it just to take out some of the texture, as this isn't the stamped frame. This is the earlier style frame, so I just wanted to make it a little bit nicer. For show aspect, obviously it's going to function all the same as if I just left it, but just because it's the front of the tractor and it sticks out the most, I just spent a little extra time to make everything nice and straight. So there's that. I do need to get a roller bearing for in the steering box, as one is blown up. The rims, one is rotted right out, so if you have a 15x3 6-lug John Deere rim, get at me, because we need one. The radiator appears to be have gone through record. It's spotless inside. We've got the oil bath. A previous owner decided to apply a home modification bullet hole to this thing, but otherwise, this tractor is well on its way. With any amount of luck and an insane amount of persistence, I hope to have more or less what we see here in green by January 1st. So this is ready for paint. I could paint this right now, but obviously this needs some work and needs some addressing. I kind of have a plan on how I'm going to paint it in steps and go from there. And I will do my absolute best to try and show you along the way. So thanks for checking me out, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.